You're staring at a stack of medical bills from a crash months ago, and one question won't let go. Is it already too late to do anything about it? In Missouri, you have 5 years from the date of injury to file an ordinary injury claim. In Illinois, you have just 2. That 3-year gap is one of the widest between any 2 neighboring states, and it can decide whether you have a case at all. Here's where it gets strategic. Say the crash happened in Illinois, but you live in Missouri. If Illinois' 2-year window has closed, filing in Missouri under its 5-year deadline can keep the claim alive, while Illinois law still governs who was at fault. It's one of the biggest reasons a border case is worth a close look before you assume it's dead. The deadline doesn't always run from the day of the crash. Both states use the discovery rule. The clock starts when you knew, or reasonably should have known, about the injury and its cause. Missouri's discovery statute ties it to when the damage is, in its words, sustained and capable of ascertainment. Illinois follows the same idea. So a concussion, or an injury you only connect to the crash months later, can start the clock later than you'd think. There are outer limits, though, so don't lean on this without advice. 2 things stretch or shrink these deadlines. First, minors. Missouri tolls most children's injury claims all the way to their 21st birthday. Illinois only runs to 2 years past adulthood, so age 20. Second, government vehicles. A city bus, a county road crew, a state highway crash, a school van. These come with their own, much shorter notice deadlines. Missouri can require notice in as little as 90 days. Illinois cuts many local claims to 1 year. Miss that notice, and the longer deadline won't save you. Picture a St. Louis Metro bus crash. That transit authority is a government entity, so the 90-day Missouri notice rule can apply, even though the ordinary deadline is far longer. Same facts, a private car, and you'd have years. That's the whole point. The calendar depends on who and where. So, Missouri gives you 5, Illinois gives you 2. The clock can start late, and a government vehicle can shrink your window to weeks. When a crash crosses the state line, the deadline is a strategy, not just a date. Everything I mentioned is linked below, including the full written guide with sources. This is new lore for Kaufman Townsley injury lawyers.